Now, the rehab for this injury was huge. It was massive. It was a mammoth task. But I had the very best medical staff and medical team around me working on me and trying to do everything to get me back. And I was going to leave no stone unturned. So I remember spending 8 hours a day doing rehab. I was obsessed. I was a man on a mission. And at the time, I'd obviously been injured. I was going to be out for a long time, and there was that World Championships at the end of 2014, and that was going to be my World Championships. You know, I was going to go to the Commonwealth Games. It was going to be my breakthrough competition. I was then going to go to the World Championships as an all-arounder, represent Great Britain and try and start to challenge to win medals. And so it was really difficult because my rehab was based out of the Lilleshall National Sports Centre. So I had to see all of those guys on the team every single day. And at the time that I started to do a bit of training again, a bit of gymnastics-based work, I found it too difficult to be around them. I didn't want to be around them. It was too painful. So I'd go in at lunchtime when they were on their lunch, get my gymnastics done with Sergey, and then I'd leave because I just didn't want to see it. It was too hard for me to see that. They were going to do something that I felt that, you know, was supposed to be me. That was meant to be me there competing there. So that was really hard. That was actually the hardest competition to watch that I ever had, that one. I found that really tough. And it was while I was so far away from anywhere near the Olympic Games in 2016. You know, I was being told that I might never get back. You know, I had this big, massive gap of where I needed to get to if I was ever going to stand a chance of being at the Olympic Games, and I didn't know if I could do it. But I did everything I possibly could. I trained 8 hours a day. I got back in the swimming pool. I had to learn to walk again properly. The team were incredible. We were basically just making up these new rehab strategies to try and figure out a way of getting me back. It was amazing, the efforts people went to try and help me. And my sponsors at the time, Sky Sports, Red Bull, they all helped. They did everything they could. My family were incredible, the people around me. I had an amazing support network, and I certainly wouldn't have got through it without those people, having those people around me. I did the work, and incredibly, just 8 months later, I competed in the all-around event at the European Championships, finishing 6th and winning my 3rd European silver medal in a row on high bar. Now, I look back now and I have no idea how I did that. But in hindsight, coming back so quick was probably a mistake, because it meant that my body wasn't physically prepared and I hadn't really fully tested my ankle enough. And at the time I was really trying to balance juggling doing most of my rehab and training full time and doing all of that, and it was just too much. And I remember at that European Championships going out there, doing incredibly well in the all-around final and hitting 6 for 6. I was super proud of myself. It's an incredible achievement looking back, considering that I was told, 8 months before that I probably wouldn't do floor or vault ever again. But being just completely exhausted, just from the emotion, the stress, the physical demand on my body to get back in just such a short space of time. And when I did get back and I competed at that event and then I qualified for the high bar final, I remember sitting there before going out, doing the warm-up and just saying to Sergey, I'm exhausted. There's nothing left. I just didn't have anything left in me. No emotion, no strength. And I just kind of wanted it to be over. And it's a shame because, I had a real opportunity to win a gold medal in that competition. I was certainly capable of it. I had the most difficult routine in the final, but I just didn't have it. There wasn't the fight left in me. I was done. I did a good routine. In some ways, I kind of probably played it safe and almost felt like if I've been through all of this for 8 months, I need to take something from this. And I won the silver medal. I'm really happy and proud of that. To win 3 back-to-back European silver medals is an amazing thing, especially on an apparatus like high bar, because anything can happen on high bar and it's so easy to fall off. But I was pretty worn out after that competition and I didn't really take a break. I got straight back into it. And then from that moment on, I think the physical toll and the emotional toll that I'd been through for those 8 months started to play out.